And here we are. Got the fan off. Got the water pump pulley off. And now we have plenty of access to the good old harmonic balancer. Oh, the radiator is also out. This is just the air conditioner. So, got the pulley all set up in there, but, you know, it's not the easiest to get to. So I'm going to work on it from underneath. But, that's where we're at so far. This table just gets used so much. Balancer's off. It actually came off really easy. I was surprised. Like, really surprised. I thought that was going to take a lot of effort. It came right out. But, that's looking pretty decent. Took the water pumper off. And, this is clogged. Stuff. I'm noticing that a lot of the water passages are like clogged with like a gunk or like a crap or some kind of shit. Like this guy too. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a bunch of shit in this where the tube goes, so I don't get it. Why is there so much stuff? Just, I feel like this guy didn't feel like changing the freeze plug, so there's a bunch of shit that he ran through the cooling system, like some stop leak. And it's just gumming up everything it's not supposed to. It's doing its job a little too well. Next, the timing chain cover, and then the oil pan, and then that should be everything I have to take off. Then I can finally start putting this thing back together again. Do you know how great that would be to put this back together again? Look at all this shit, man. Oh. One day. I don't have a nose. I can't push the stupid. While we're looking at some things, so got the old harmonic balancer here, and we got the new one over here. Hard to tell, I know. Now, if you look, there's a nice little gap there. If you look here, it's nice and even. So this is the most common failure of a harmonic balancer. With the rubber on the inside, you know, it gets heated and it's spun around and it starts to disintegrate, and after a while the outer wheel will just slip off the hub, and in my case it pushed towards the engine. So if you look over here, it's not even any rubber there at all, and I'm almost completely certain that this is what is causing the squeak. If you've seen any of the earlier videos, it's a very loud, prominent squeak. If you look at this side, there's rubber all the way around, and again, it's nice and even. This one is not. So, yeah, new balancer. So that goes back over. And our tool of choice for today, courtesy of AutoZone, loan and tool program, the Harmonic Balancer Instalay installer, model number 27144. So, if we open this little kit up, take a look. Got a couple things here. So we got our main bolt, and we got a through bolt, and then these are the adapters. These go inside your crankshaft, so you have to find which size fits your crankshaft. And then we have the nut and a washer, and it all goes together. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. This goes here. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. Let's do that. This goes here. And then we would pick whatever size is ours and put it in there, screw it together. And then on the outside we have our pressure bearing, as it's called. Let's see here. Slide that onto there. So we'd have the pressure bearing, and then the nut would go on there like that. And then your harmonic balancer would sit. So it would be like this. So, let's set all of that up on the engine so you can see what it's supposed to really look like. And I'll figure out what size is mine. Alright, so here we are. I found the adapter that fits. Mine is a 1/2 inch by 20. So that was one of the silver ones. So, you tighten this one down. And then this will go over top of it. And then the bolt in the back that you can't really see anymore. This will get tightened into that adapter. Now how this all goes together is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to put the balancer on first, because you can tell there's not that much room to work with. Same as taking it off, but that's what we're working with. So, in case you're wondering, it's the 1/2 inch 20. So, I'll put this thing all together and then I'll show you what the hell it looks like. Alright, so this is what we got so far. This is the setup right here. The crankshaft has a little bit of oil lubrication on there. I also put some on the inside of the harmonic balancer. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Got your washer here, you got your nut there, and everything's all tightened up. So now, the fun part, tightening this down and trying to make sure that the crankshaft doesn't spin. How do you do that? Well, usually you just stick a hammer up in where the oil pan shouldn't be, but it's there. So we're going to try our luck with the flywheel. Oh yeah, I have no fucking idea how to do that. Okay, so 14mm nut on the back here, you tighten that until everything starts spinning. Then you take your giant fucking fuck, because there's no size in the man of possibilities that'll fit this, and you just turn away. Look at that, left-handed, no pressure at all. Easy as cake. Look at it go on. Oh yeah, get in there. Yep. So basically you just keep tightening it until you can't tighten it anymore. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and keep doing this, and keep doing this. What the hell do you do when it just starts spinning? You do this. Take a big old flathead and shove it in there until you stuff. And then it'll turn some more. Because I don't know how the hell you're supposed to stop a flywheel from spinning. It's kind of in a giant bell housing case. And I don't have the head, so I can't do a top dead center bolt stop. And the oil pan's on, so I can't stop the crank that way. So, we'll do it this way.
Screwdrivers!
Alright, we've reached the point of completion. I started putting the screwdriver in the top over here and had it rest on that little hole down there because I was not trying to damage my hole. So, that is all the way on for me. There is a very small gap, and that gap wasn't there before because the harmonic balancer fell off the hub, and you can't really see it anymore, but there was lovely scratches that go all along that. But, yeah, that's on all the way. You'll know because it won't spin anymore. Like, it stops. There's nothing at all. So we're going to take this whole assembly off, and then we're going to put the regular bolt back on. That's torqued to 80 foot-pounds. And then this should be complete. Woo! Okay, so, final step. Got our torque wrench set up at 80 foot-pounds. We got our standard bolt in there with the washer in there. We got a flat screw to hold it in place. And now we torque. I can't do this one-handed, but after that, job is done. So let's hope everything else matches pulley stuff later. But yeah, that's the final finishing touch of the harmonic balancer. Woo! Ta-da! I know you've seen this like 50 times, but it's done. It's on there. It's shiny, sorted. Don't look. Ta-da! Woo! The end.
This concludes the Harmonic Balancer chapter.